What's going on, YouTube? It's O'Neil from Tap to O'Neil, and it's been a great week so far. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. Like, it has been an amazing week. I think this is our first green week in like a month, if I'm being honest. We've been down on a month. I'll show you guys real quick. So I think as we was down as much as 30K, so we're climbing back. So we clawed away at $10,000, being down. See download. I mean, it's not showing up. I'm not sure why it's not showing up that we was down 30K, but we was definitely down 30K at one point. But yeah, we're slowly climbing back. Hopefully, we can make our way back up to the highs in the portfolio and all that. But yeah, on the week we're currently up $4,923.14. That's a 9% gain on the week. Currently sitting at $54,957.89. I don't know. That thing just keeps changing. It is what it is. But yeah, as you guys can see, I renamed the portfolio to DGen Uchiha because somebody commented that I'm making degenerate plays. I just found it funny, and it kind of is. This is one I would name this my degenerate play portfolio or whatever. So I just named it DGen Uchiha just to play, make fun of it and stuff like that. Let's see what we're doing on a day. Currently up $212 on a day. As you guys know, it is the weekend. It's currently Sunday, so the only thing trading right now in the market is crypto. So that's what's going on. Like I said, it's been a great week. A lot of news, a lot of hype around rate cuts being a factor. Being a real factor coming in about 2 weeks. I think Jerome Powell does speak on Monday, but we also get a lot of data this coming week, so there's going to be a lot of volatility. But we've gotten off the bench, and I'll show you. We made some plays. If you guys been keeping up in the Discord, shout out to the Discord. That is free to join. So if you guys want to join up on the Discord, hear about the plays that I'm making, I dropped them in the Discord. Currently, my buying power is at $5,844.82, and it is kind of cautioning me that our margin buffer is low. It's currently at 4.17%, with a buffer of $1,471.77. Our margin total is at $24,524.21.23. Margin used is at $5,176.41. So our margin used has definitely decreased and gone down by a significant amount, and I'll talk to you guys about why that was. But yeah, remember the hedge and play that I told you guys about in Nugget, my hedge and play, my gold play. Sorry, I was searching up the VIX. We're going to talk about the VIX in a little bit, but let's talk about Nugget real quick. Nugget, I got rid of our Nugget shares. So we went positive, as I told you. As soon as my shares go into positive, I was going to be selling them. So our average cost was around $153 or $155, around that range, if I'm not mistaken. And gold just pretty much shot up this week. And so I've been putting some stop losses on it. So I'll show you guys what we did. So yeah, we put a stop loss on it, and we got back $5,000 out of it. I'll show you guys the profit on it. The profit, does it break down the profit? I don't think it necessarily breaks down the profit, but I'll probably put up the screenshot of what the profit was on that, because I'll pull it up on my phone. I don't know why it doesn't show that on the laptop. Kind of frustrates me, and that's why I stick to I try to stick to doing it on the mobile version of the app. But yeah, so yeah, our stop losses that was at 168, as you guys can see right here. Stop price 168. So when it touched this, it pretty much sold the 30 shares that we had, and we sold it for $121 in profit, which is a small profit. We bought our shares, or we bought into Nugget with $4,914 with an average cost of $163.81, if I'm not mistaken. And so we took a realized profit of $121.30. That's a 2.47% gain. Can't even be mad at it. Small wins, as long as we not selling it in a loss. So the next play that we made, this was a little bit more risky of a play, but I did make this call out, and I shot it out to you guys in the Discord. So once again, shout out to you guys in the Discord. You guys are watching the plays. I do these things in real time. You guys are challenging me to be a little bit more quicker and that's gonna come in the future, being more quicker and as far as updating you guys on the play, so you guys can take part in it yourself. But we pretty much bought a put on the VIX, pretty much, essentially, not really, but essentially kind on along the lines of shorting the VIX. I realized that the VIX was at elevated levels for a long time. So usually when the VIX, I'll show you guys real quick. Let's do year to date. So usually when the VIX spikes, it doesn't stay at elevated levels like in the $20 range for too long. Like a week or two maximum, it will stay at this level, and then it will start to sell off and drop below the $20 range. So anytime the VIX was at $26 or $20 or above, I kind of watch the time frame on it, and I might look to go buy puts on the VIX, so that the market can actually recover. So our last spike was at $52. It spiked really high. That was when Trump announced tariffs and all that stuff, and Liberation Day and all that. So it just really spiked up, and then it just kind of slowly kept dying and slowly kept selling off. So and then it went as low as $14. So you can also buy calls on the VIX. So you can go ahead and buy calls on the VIX when it goes to these levels, because it will usually spike, and indicating what the fear is within the market. So I think I bought it put on around when it was around 20 or $21. I'll show you guys exactly what it was. Okay, yeah. So I got credited $309. I'll show you guys the breakdown on it. Once again, I'll show you guys the screenshot on what the actual breakdown of the profit and loss is, and I'll talk to you guys about it real quick, because I don't know, it looks a little bit confusing here. But yeah, we took a profit of $150. We made a profit of $150, which means we bought the put for $160. We bought the put for $160, and then we made a $150 profit. Can't even be mad at that. That's 93.75% gain in a matter of a week. So here's all the data. Here's when I bought everything. So let me see. Cancel. Let's see. Yeah. Let me see if it shows when I actually bought the put. I bought the put on, what is it called, November 25th, and it was a $21 put. I bought a $21 put on the VIX. So once the VIX started selling off, that means that I was making more money, and like I said, I made $150 off that play, which is once again 93.75% gain. Can't even be mad at that. Amazing plays, man. Another play that we made this week was on TSLL. I think we sold the put on TSLL, and we actually closed out the put for profits, a little bit of profits. Closed it out a little bit earlier. It would have expired worthless, but I wanted to get into some more puts throughout the week for the next week. Sorry, and so let's see. Show more. Does it say anything? So okay, so we sold a $15 put, and yeah, we got a credit of $125.76 for that put. So even more money in the bank, and even more money that we made off of that. And then we closed it out for $6 in profit. So yeah, we got credited $126, closed it out for $6, and so we took a realized profit of $120. And then if I'm not mistaken, yeah, that cleared up some collateral within our portfolio. So the next play that we made altogether, let me see, I think that was it as far as the plays that we made. Not too much change within the portfolio. As you guys know, my Charles Schwab account did get integrated into this portfolio. So if you're seeing this, my buffer being small, understand that these shares are going to get sold and be consolidated a lot more, and that's going to clear up my margin a lot more. My margin is kind of off, and it looks weird, all because I'm extremely leveraged in my MSTU position. I'll show you guys the update on that. Last week I think we was at $30, so we're down about 400. We're up $400, and we went up $228. So MSTU has been recovering slightly throughout the week. It peaked out at 129, but it's slow. I don't know if I'm not too hopeful on this position. This at this point, this position is what it is. Let this be a learning lesson. Don't over leverage and learn from my mistakes. But we still gonna be making plays and all that. We definitely gonna keep making plays. And so the plays that we made this week, we sold a put, or for the coming week, we sold a put on IREN. I made some money off of IREN on my other portfolio. I'm gonna show you guys real quick. On the 20K portfolio, I actually added a $20,000 more into this portfolio. I don't know if I want to talk about that. I'm not gonna talk about this portfolio in this video. I'll make that a separate video. Remember, because I said I was going to do a $20,000 what was a challenge to flip that $20,000. I ended up adding $20,000 more. But yeah, that's just a separate topic. So yeah, back to IREN. Yeah, so we made money on it last week on that portfolio, and we sold a put on it this week, and we got, for 3 contracts, we got credited $446 on that play. It is a risky play, so I wouldn't recommend copying the plays that I do. Like I said, I don't recommend any of the things that I do. This is just for educational purpose, entertainment purposes only. You guys do what you want to do with your portfolio. But yeah, sold a $45 put on IREN. IREN is currently trading at $47.95. So basically, if you want to round that up, that's about $48. But yeah, that's about $48. So we're not too far from the put. So it can be a risky play, especially coming into this next week. It can be extremely volatile. You never know what's gonna happen. Definitely stay cautious and don't copy the things that I do, because what I am gonna do is gonna start implementing a lot of stop losses to prevent any big losses, and that's been definitely helping me out, as I showed you guys with Nugget. I got rid of my Nugget shares, and also to show you guys the comparison, I did also put a stop loss on my GDX shares. All right, so speaking on my GDX shares, I did put a stop loss on my GDX shares. You guys can see I'm up 11% on this position. That's $249.65. The last day on Friday, it was up $54.17, 2.21% gain. So yeah, this is also going to be helping me. If I need to sell anything, this is going to be one of the first things to go, but in addition to my Charles Schwab integration shares. So definitely protecting myself a lot more in all aspects. But yeah, this is pretty much it. Ethereum is trading pretty low. Remember, guys, I told you I dropped $10,000 when it was at this price early on in the year. So a good buying opportunity if you guys want a dollar cost average. As far as everything else is the same. Let's go into retirement. Let's go into our retirement accounts, because I got something interesting I want to show you guys. So the Roth IRA is doing what it does, almost at 4,500. Same 3 positions. Not going to speak on this too much. I want to get this video moving and rolling. But into the traditional IRA, we made some plays. We bought some Nvidia shares. We bought 3 shares of Nvidia, and we bought 100 shares of PLTW. So we're going to be expecting a dividend payout come this Thursday, and we're up $280 on the position. So I saw a good buying opportunity on PLTW. It was extremely undervalued, which is the leverage ETF that tracks Palantir, by the way, if you guys are not aware. It was extremely undervalued right now. We got an average cost of $35, which is pretty close to what it was right here. What is it? What was it? Yeah, so I bought it like around here, and as you guys can see, up 8% within the matter of a week. I seen a buying opportunity on Palantir. Now this can go down. I'm not telling you guys to do the same thing, but hey, I made $280 in a week, and I can sell these shares right now, or I can put in a stop loss to make sure I protect myself from any more losses and just pretty much lock. So as you guys can see, I put a stop loss to make sure I lock in profits if it does dip below this price, and I can get in at an even better price. So just a little trick, guys. That's pretty much it. It's been a great week. As I said, it's been a great week. Hopefully we can keep going on this upward trend. with all of the information and the data coming out this coming week, and with Jerome Powell speaking on Monday, and also letting us know if we're going to get that Fed cut or that 25 basis point cut the following week. So it's very exciting. A lot of things to come. They're definitely going to be starting quantitative easing, which means they're going to start up the money printer. The money printer's been warming up for the past month, as he let us know in advance. So 2026 is looking real good, man. 2026 is looking real good. Make sure you guys are prepping. Make sure you guys are in the best position. Don't over leverage. Don't over margin yourself like I have. I made a lot of mistakes this year, but we're still pushing forward and we keep going. Yeah. But without further ado, I'm pretty much end the video off there. Make sure you guys hit the like, subscribe, turn on your post bell notifications, join up on Discord if you guys feel like that, you guys want some insight, into the plays that I drop. All of that is free to join. And yeah, without further ado, it's Tapped On now. And I'm signing out.